Sorry to start late.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my show.
We had to make sure that was working.
Yeah, that's what we spent 45 minutes on.
Absolutely. You are a little dark, man. You're backlit now. That's the issue. It's dark, Joe.
Only I have the brains to rule Ireland.
This is our first time set up in the game room with the new sound shit. So once again, trouble.
Hey, I don't hear this game.
We don't hear this game.
Is it just quiet or?
What do we think? Are we hearing game? The capture device is showing me sounds.
Is it muted? You might have to unmute it.
I don't think so.
Is that you or Fox typing? It sounds like him typing, but I can't be sure. Yeah, this is working.
Okay. I had to turn up our volume a little bit. You guys hear the game though? How's the game level sound?
How's those 2000 era sound effects?
Poor Star Fox. Yes. Sad indeed.
Do you know anything about this game?
All I know is that instead of flying in an airplane, he's like fighting dinosaurs.
Yes. Well, this game is a game made by Rare, and it had a very troubled production, and the final product is questionable.
Mm-hmm.
It is technically a Star Fox game, but it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
So like, yeah, but like, it looked like a decent game too. And it never got finished. It was called Dinosaur Planet. But what happened was some Swedish guy got a prototype of the game and released it. So we have it to play, actually.
All right, so we're gonna play Star Fox Adventure, and then we're gonna see what the game was actually intended to be.
Yeah, we're gonna look at the comparison, because I've played this, but I had no idea there was a playable prototype of that game.
So Star Fox fans have truly eaten shit. Like, this is what they get. They get a video game that has nothing to do with Star Fox.
Yeah.
With the characters slotted in.
Yeah. Like, Rare never made Star Fox games. This is a Rare game.
Right. That sucks.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's like you look at it like this, and you realize that Star Fox has instantly become something generic. Like, I'm not even saying anything about Rare. I'm not saying anything bad about generic. Rare has made great generic-ass games, like Banjo and whatever.
Sure, so maybe if this was just Dinosaur Planet, it would have been fine.
Or like, if they had made something else a Star Fox game instead of forcing this to be one.
Right. Yeah. Why couldn't this game just be itself?
Well, Miyamoto is to blame. He was the one who said that, like, this doesn't seem like it's going well. Let's make it about IP and whatever. Let's shove Star Fox into us because it's about space.
Why Star Fox?
Well, they already had a furry and space game, so I guess when they saw Crystal, they were like, "That's just Star Fox."
I see.
So what we got instead was a very Zelda-like game that has some Star Fox stages like this, but nothing fun about it. This is totally boring. This could be a mobile game. It kind of looks like one.
It does kind of look like a mobile game. Like you'd be doing this just by like moving your finger around on your phone.
I mean, all the stuff from like the Dinosaur Planet was kept, and that's cool. But yeah, it's still incongruous that Star Fox is in this. He cameos in his own game.
Oh, you're not even right. You're not controlling him. You're a girl.
You do. They made it so Crystal became a damsel. She was supposed to be the hero, and she gets turned into a bodacious babe, and is frozen in a block of ice. Where like saying Star Fox fans ate shit is an understatement, because I feel like they experience like soul death just seeing that Fox McCloud is attracted to women must have been devastating to them.
To a good 75% of the Star Fox fandom. Yeah. I see.
But
She's his babe.
This is a mod, and you actually can play as Crystal in this.
Oh.
So somebody made this game better, and I have no idea what they changed other than that you can play as Crystal now.
Okay, so Dinosaur Planet is still not this. It's still not furries in space?
No, it is this. It's
Okay.
just like it's for N64 instead of GameCube, and Fox and his pals are not in it.
I see. So this is right. This is a GameCube game. So the N64 one probably like looks a little shittier, but
Yeah.
we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see how far they got before it was canceled. I mean, like, yeah, like you got to figure like all of the games that were made for the N64 after a certain point were doomed, like Earthbound 64, which got made eventually for the GBA, but it was a doomed game that was supposed to come out in like 2001, which is the year the GameCube came out.
Man, what a shame. Yo.
Yo.
Oh, I thought your eyes were drawn magnetically to this.
I was looking at what you were doing there, and now I'm thinking things. We don't want people to think things. We don't want people to think things. We don't want people to think things, because then they might get ideas. And what if they get ideas?
Yeah,
They
what
will
if they
take
get
my
ideas? This is like sung in Gaston's voice, right?
Oh, we don't want people to think things.
Because then they might get ideas.
I'm an ideas guy. No one could have ideas while I'm around.
My God.
But yeah, like, aside from this game being particularly unwoke, it's also a bit crundus. Like,
It's unwoke?
oh, just like the whole, like, taking Crystal, taking her game away, taking off most of her clothes, and, all of that was what I meant.
Oh, okay, so she's not meant to be like a little barbarian chick or something.
No, she is. It's just like, you get introduced to her, and then she's taken away, like a damsel.
Right. She got her game taken away.
And I'm not sure how big her role is now, but I guess just like being able to play as her at all feels like some kind of justice, right?
I mean, you could say that, for the people disappointed by all the things you've said, that like inserting Fox into a woman's story is like, there might be something a little subversive there.
Yeah. You mean like Fox could learn to understand why she cares so much about this planet?
Maybe. I'm just kind of thinking about, like Howard Ashman singing through The Little Mermaid and how beautiful that is. I imagine, though, that's not really what's going on here.
Star Fox could have been a musical, because that's what A Fox in Space was going to be. I think he's thinking about bringing those songs back.
Yeah. I think he should probably do that. He being our friend Fred and not like the original creators of Star Fox, because like the canon, is it generally agreed that Star Fox has continued through this one particular animator?
Well, I mean, it's like there's so many people who could be doing this, but like it's like really only him, because it's kind of an obscure thing by now, Star Fox.
Right.
Like there's an expectation that there'll be a new Metroid, Zelda, etc., Donkey Kong, but never Star Fox, because I don't know, we had our fun with that. We're done with it. It's like we don't think about that as being like it was actually revolutionary. It was cutting edge.
Right. You can't keep making Star Fox games that are going to wow people in the way that one did.
Oh, I just had to walk to the end of the ship? So lost in this dark level. Did I mention I'm terrible at video games?
So you're saying that like the Star Fox fandom is so small that like they can actually form a consensus on what happens later, like what happens next after the game.
I think there is a bit of a like a consistency, like a lore consistency group that works on the show. I haven't talked to. I don't know if I know them.
That's really interesting. There must be people who don't like those cartoons at all and have their own idea about Star Fox.
There's like at least one guy who gives him so much shit because he's like, no, that's not blah blah blah, you know, something like that.
I mean, I gotta say, like, I feel really bad for that guy.
Yeah.
Because if he liked it, then it would be so great for him that it existed. And because he doesn't like it, he's not even happy that it exists.
Yeah, like, shouldn't you be happy that like everyone has the same opportunity to make this? It's like it wasn't just one person who could have done this, and it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be. Are they speaking? Oh yeah, no, they're speaking like
they're talking a
dinosaur language.
I think this game was meant to be really ambitious.
Wow, like they invented a whole language of syllables.
Well, if you think about it, every Rare game has just been their version of Nintendo's game. Like, look at like Mario Kart. They made Diddy Kong Racing.
Right.
Mario 64. They made Banjo, and this is like their Zelda game. So
Right.
like, you know, what I was saying before about Rare being generic but good. They kind of don't really come up with that many games in this era.
They didn't
take
invent.
ideas.
They didn't invent the 2D platformer or the 3D platformer.
No.
And they made some good games in those, out of those, but they were just part of the franchise of existing Nintendo games.
Yeah.
I mean, like Banjo-Kazooie is an original game, but it's also like very similar to like Mario 64 and Zelda, like the 3D platformers of N64.
Yes. Yeah, like that was a template for those games.
Yeah. Right, because like there's like a new game coming out. I forget the name. It involves a little frog and it has like N64 graphics.
Oh, cute.
And it looks really good. It's like very tight, very authentic, and the reason it feels that way is because there was like a signature style to N64 games. Like there was a distinctive N64 platform game where you're jumping around in 3D.
Yeah, like, you know, I say it all the time. Our imaginations expand to the size of Pac-Man or Mario or whatever it is. Dark Souls is another one. It's like literally everyone is like, I'm making Dark Souls now. Even Mario is like that.
God damn it. I want to do that. I want people to like make their shitty versions of what I'm doing.
Well, we joke all the time about, like, what if A Boy and His Blob was incredibly influential?
Yeah.
And what if it is, and we just don't realize it?
We don't know. I mean, it influenced us.
I guess. Does it influence your game,
My game? Let me think. Is there any way in which A Boy and His Blob shows rears its blobby head in my creation?
Well, I guess it doesn't have to influence you right now. You're still thinking things.
Yeah, I'm still thinking things. I mean, who knows how it's influenced me? I guess the idea of like being a character who like is very killable is like very funny to me. Like a character who deserves to die because he sucks. Like the boy is that, right?
Wait, he deserves to die because he sucks?
You don't feel that way about the boy at all?
He's just like a dumbass. He's like, do-do-do-do-do,
Yeah, well,
da-da-da-da.
yeah.
Oh, he's dead now.
He's so easy to kill. He falls 5 feet and he dies. and it's hard to run with him. When you start running, he runs in place for like a second.
He's slippery.
He's slippery. He dies easily.
Yeah, and the blob doesn't die, so when you die, he just looks sadly at you.
Yeah, he just looks at your body and then it cuts. But you know the blob was standing there for a much longer time than that.
Yeah.
Like the way a beloved pet would stare at you, not really understanding that you're not alive anymore until they finally do.
Oh no. Oh. I wonder about that sometimes. Like what my cat would do. Is like, would it be cute? Would he cuddle up next to my body, or would he just like gnaw at it? He'd probably just paw at me.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Yeah, just trying to figure it out for a while. Yeah, maybe, like, I feel like Heidi would bark at my dead body. Oh, man, what a fun conversation. She'd bark at me for a while. She'd be like, hey! 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 Come on!
Come on! I gotta go! Gotta go on! I gotta come back in! Hi! Hi! Like Toad.
I mean, this is her life, whether I'm alive or not. Like, that is her life all day long. I gotta go out. I gotta come back in. She's a cat. She can't help herself outside. I can't leave a door open for her. I can't open the door and let her run out. I have to pick her up, take her down the stairs, and release her in the backyard. And then when she's done, she stands at the door and goes, ah! 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 Until I come out there. Sometimes I see her doing it. She's like old as fuck, and she's just throwing her head back to get that bark out. It's like so much effort. And she does that about 15 times a day. Even in this weather. I went out there and got her, and she was so hot. She was just like a roasted hot dog in my hands.
Poor thing.
She doesn't care.
Can she get sunburned?
I don't think she can. Her fur protects her.
Oh.
And she wasn't out there that long. She was out there for like 10 minutes.
That's a lot. It's been 100 degrees.
I know, it's been 100 degrees and she's old, but she likes it out there. I've been running the AC for her all day.
Yeah.
Every day. You know, like just keeping the first floor cool so the pets don't die.
Oh.
It's so hot in Philly. It's been 100 degrees for like 2 days now. It's 98 it was 98 degrees today. It's 82 now. And in order to get this room, I didn't think we'd be in this room tonight. In order to get this room ready, we had to run the AC with the door closed for quite a few hours. I'm sorry to say. I don't like to waste electricity. It really bothers me to run the AC without being in the room.
Yeah.
In order for this room to be like inhabitable today for me to do my work and like get the show ready, we needed to be like blasting that thing. It's so hot. Yeah, it's been hell in New York City. Yeah.
Well, it's
hot in
the
England.
solstice. I was gonna play solstice, but
yeah, we couldn't get it to fucking work. Well,
audio didn't work.
It played video. It would not play audio. And
what's the point?
yeah, if you know solstice, you know that you need the fucking audio. Very important.
I mean, I could just like sit there going like. Dum, dum. I mean, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, you are doing it. So we may as well play.
Oh, do I have magic?
Oh yeah, no, it's true that
There we go.
it's true that Andrew Cuomo lost the primary, so that did make
Andros Cuomo.
yeah, that is fucking Andros. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, we need to get that up on the stream. A big picture of Andros. Yeah, no, Cuomo. I was saying earlier, but like we've been dealing with the fucking Cuomos our whole lives. Like his dad was governor when we were kids.
Yeah. Mario.
Mario.
So that's why we say Mario, because of Mario Cuomo.
Mario Cuomo. There we go. We cracked it.
We just like had that back then.
Yeah.
Like he was Mario. He was the Mario before Mario.
Yeah, and our parents complained about him all the time. Piece of shit. And look, I'm not gonna belabor this. I'm not trying to throw my mother under the bus. But even though she hated him back then, she would vote for Andrew Cuomo if she lived in New York right now, because every single media outlet told her to vote for Cuomo. Every single media outlet told her that there was a serious problem with Zoran being mayor of New York, and that you should really be afraid of what this guy wants to do. did he have any media on his side? Like any of the major news networks or papers? Were any of them on his side? He had the whole machine against him. And I gotta say, I did not spend the day thinking about what if he wins. I was pretty sure he was going to lose.
Right.
Because how many fucking times can we go through this where we like the energy builds over a guy and then the establishment Democrat wins by like 50%, you know? Like he wins by a landslide. And it seemed as if a lot of people believed in this. But on election day, for whatever fucking reason, it does not come together at all. We've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
So I had no hope. You know, it's not my city anymore. I don't live there anymore. But you know, I was invested in it because I think, you know, a lot of people in this country were invested in it because it represents a chance for a left-leaning a politician to primary an establishment Democrat. And you know, I don't want to like, I still don't want to fucking get my hopes up that Zoran winning this primary bodes at all for the possibility of an America that doesn't support Democrats anymore and wants them all out. Because, like, you know, that's what needs to fucking happen. Like, their entire purpose as a party is to prevent the left from having any say in policy. Or any like, you know, resistance against the Republicans. Like...
Yeah, like, as if politics was just, like, their little interest that, like, we just, like, have to let them have this because we're like, you know, we're, like, intruding on their, like, little safe space or something.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah. It's just like, we just gotta quiet these people. They're not going to lead the party, that's for sure. They're not gonna have any pull on the party. We're never gonna get behind them.
Well, yeah, I mean, at some point, they're gonna have to give up because it's not worth it to buy every media outlet for some loser like Cuomo, right?
Well, I mean, Cuomo could have won that, you know? And they felt pretty good about it.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything
Bill
to do with...
Clinton.
Yeah, right? Well, that's the thing. Like, they were counting on the Clintons and their influence still being a thing.
Ow.
But, like, I feel like everybody under 50 hates the Clintons.
Yeah, like, what have they done for us? Like, ever. In any reality. Like, can you even say why you would give a shit that Bill Clinton endorsed him?
I mean, honestly, like, you know, what most people said was, you know, at least the people I'm paying attention to, but what a lot of people said to that was like, oh, like one sexual predator endorses another.
Yeah.
And that was, you know, potentially, I don't know that it did him any harm or any good or whatever. I don't know what it did for him. But anybody who Bill Clinton endorses is like, you know, the people who are voting against that guy are like, yeah, obviously, I want something else. I don't want more of this shit.
You don't want the hideously ugly, disgusting, pervert, corrupt, monkey-faced gangster. The gangster royalty. Like, you don't want that. Hey, I'm ruling here.
Oh my God. Do you remember that picture, Dinner at the Cuomo's?
No.
Andrew Cuomo, it's like posted on his account. Or maybe his daughter. No, I think it's his account on Twitter, like 5 years ago. And it's like Dinner at the Cuomo's. And it's like a photo where Andrew is sitting at the end of one of those dining room tables that rich people have where they're not even like sitting next to each other. It's so big.
Yeah.
He's sitting at the head of one of those. And then like he's got like two or three daughters, and one of them's got a boyfriend in the picture too.
Okay.
And they're eating a meal together, ostensibly. You know, they're posing for a picture eating a meal.
Uh-huh.
And some journalist from like, I don't know, what is the fucking New York Times is like the first reply. And she's like, the boyfriend looks great. And it looks like your daughters have been eating their spaghetti and meatballs.
And that had like 1 million likes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like, this is sick. This is perverted. We can't just sit here and hate these people who are supposedly our democratically elected officials and not believe it for a second and hate them and want them gone.
They gotta fucking go.
Yeah, like, you gotta go. What, like, how do you even take a job like this where everyone just, like, makes fun of you?
Yeah, where you don't seem human to anybody. You seem like a fucking lizard. And that was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, that guy was still in power.
Yeah, he was still around in time to ruin something during the pandemic.
Thank you, Scandrahan, for quoting it directly. The boyfriend looks nice, and the girls seem to have eaten their spaghetti and meatballs. That's the like fucking weird world that this class of people is living in. We have nothing in common with them. They are not like us.
I guess I got rid of my not like us button. You're not like us. We don't like you. Don't talk to us. Do not at me.
Do not at me. Don't talk to me.
Well, yeah, like, what would you...
Or my son.
Or my family. Don't talk to Mom.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, yeah, what was I gonna say?
Maybe something about the fucking Cuomos?
Yeah. Like, imagine working for him. Like, imagine you get an email saying that Cuomo is offering you $1 million to make an ad supporting him. It's like, how? Even with $1 million, how could you not do it half-heartedly?
I mean, they got a bunch of like cheats and frauds to make like despicable ads for him. Like, I'm talking like criminal grade ads. Like, I don't know if you saw any of this shit.
No.
There was one that's like it was literally a fucking airplane riding around the beach like the Wicked Witch of the West with a sign that said like Mamdani will bring in the American Intifada or something like that.
Okay.
And then they sent out mailers where like they made his skin look like browner and his beard look longer.
Wow.
Like that's the Cuomo ad.
Man, like, they deserve to get wiped the floor with.
Absolutely. But it usually doesn't happen.
You fuckers. You fucking traitors. Should be sent to the ocean.
I mean, yeah, they're treasonous as far as I'm concerned. These people are responsible.
Like, they've done everything to suppress our freedom of speech and freedom of expression, and like they use the media outlets to like do this like pathetic attempt at crushing us, and like it doesn't do it. It doesn't keep us silent.
No.
It just makes us hate you more.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the thing is like that's been the case for a while, but maybe there is like a tipping point here where there is a majority of people who are fucking tired of it.
The shitting point. They shit the bed. They bet on a shit. They bet on a fart and lost.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What happened?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the state of things. I mean, I suppose we shouldn't be that surprised that a Democrat won a Democratic election. It's like, this guy is just, Cuomo is just like so shit that he could have been the Wicked Witch of the West and still won.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
the Wicked Witch is cool.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, no, she is cool. Cuomo, you just have to look at that fucking like roach every day in New York.
Oh my God. I was just saying before, because like my disgustingly malicious operating system keeps showing me garbage I don't want to see. I was just saying, like, man, I just saw an article with like the two ugliest men in the world. It's just Trump and King Charles. It's like the most horrible thing you could ever see is just like these ugly motherfuckers going, like these inbred ugly faces. Is just like these genetic dead ends. They're just like in you know, they're in power. But
They wear their ugliness on the outside of them.
Yeah, they're extremely ugly in and out.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, you gotta do the old in and out. I know the secret menu items and I don't order them. In and out, very bad.
Very disgusting.
Not good. I know all the, don't say I don't know the menu items, because I know the menu items. We're figuring it out. I have the best people on it.
We're figuring it out very strongly.
Our best war fighters on it. Oh man, I'm lost in this game again.
I can't believe you've gotten through so much of it.
This is like the prologue.
You're ranking the hotness of politicians? Don't do that.
Yeah, don't rank Cuomo.
Yeah.
Don't rank Cuomo from Parker Brothers.
Shh.
Yeah, you really don't want to wake him now. Oh, that reminds me, not to compare him to Hitler, but it just reminds me of Hitler. Did you know that Hitler was asleep during the invasion of Normandy?
He was asleep.
He was asleep and no one wanted to wake him.
Holy shit. Like at that point, don't wake Hitler.
Well, I mean, at that... Don't wake Hitler.
Hello? Oh, there we are. Wow, we're so quiet when we're not speaking into the mic.
Oh, yeah. It's just like, he told them not to wake him, and he didn't say, like, if Normandy's being invaded, wake me. But, like, it was, and they did it, and they probably wouldn't have...
How pathetic. So, like, was there anybody in his purview that was, like, saying no to him at that point?
Yeah, the generals disagreed with him from time to time, but he was sometimes right, so it was hard to know if they could even trust themselves.
Yeah.
It was going badly. I don't know if Hitler being awake would have changed anything. Like, what was he gonna do? Hitler goes to Normandy.
Go personally go there and
just like with like bullets strapped to him. Like Hitler probably didn't even have the strength to pick up a pencil after he woke up.
No.
He probably went back to bed.
He's sleepy.
Don't
little nappy poo.
Hitler.
So yeah, I'm happy about the Sauron thing. It's just nice. It's nice for people to have hope, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. It doesn't happen very often these days. I feel like we get one of these guys per mass outrage. Like last time we got AOC, and now we got this guy, and then you know Bernie. Eventually, we're going to
towards our biggest outrage. When Donald Trump uses nukes, I will wag the finger very hard, and then we will have me when it's too late. That is the plan, and you should stick to it because it is the best plan that you are going to get now.
We are not going to get a better plan than that. I mean, look, we're running out of time.
You should accept Star Fox Adventures for what it is, because it's all you are going to get. This is the final game for Nintendo from Rare. Before the disastrous acquisition by Microsoft.
If only Bernie was fighting for Star Fox and Rare.
He could. Like, I feel like you just need to, like, trick him in a town hall, like, with a question about Rare. And he would start talking about how, like, the artists at Rare deserve to be given more credit. For example, Glenn Kirkhope's song, the DK Lap, was used in the Mario movie, but did not credit him. That's not right, and you know it. Nintendo knows it. We all know it. It's like he didn't get paid for that, or credited, or asked because they owned it and they didn't have to ask. It's one of those we own it things. Or it's one of those we own it question mark?
We own it? Fine.
Well, you know, I was thinking today about how Deltarune kind of does what Kingdom Hearts did, but without any trademarks or IPs. You don't need those. You just need Scrimblows. You just need your OCs.
Yeah, you just need your OCs. I hate OCs because you used to just like make up a character and you didn't call it your OC, as opposed to a character that's owned by one of three
companies.
companies.
Here's my OC. Please pay attention to it or I'll be mad.
Like OC is like you're just like making yourself sound like a loser preemptively. Like instead of creating a character that has any sort of like cultural significance to anybody, you're deciding that like that belongs to companies, and your character is a distinct thing from the great characters of history that belong to companies.
Yeah, that it totally devalues it instantly as soon as you say it's like my OC. I mean, you know, I do that sometimes, but like it's because I understand that my OCs they aren't that original. They don't need to be. They just need to be like from me. You know, that's what makes it original. If you start talking about like, you know, a character you didn't make up, maybe Mickey Mouse, since everyone has the right to use him now, you'll think you're unoriginal, but the second you start talking to someone about it, you'll immediately disagree with everything about them, about what makes him Mickey Mouse at all.
Right. Yeah, you've got your own personal feelings about it. But like, I just don't think inventing characters should be thought of as like one of the many character things that you do.
Please have sex with my character. They're my OCs.
Maybe that's it. It's when
It's
specifically you want to have sex with the character.
Well, just like commodifying it. It could be that or anything else. It doesn't have to necessarily be sexual. But like the way that like something is designed so it can be like they're already anticipating the porn commodification of the character.
That really annoys me.
Yeah, that's bitch shit. That sucks.
You're just thinking about the commodification of the character always. That's all you're ever thinking about, is that a character is a thing that's commodified, not that like it's a thing that belongs to you and is a part of you. Your characters.
Yeah, your characters that really matter to you because no one else could have ever come up with them.
Yeah.
You know, even Blonick, it's like, that's my character. I should be proud of that.
Right. And he's the one that uses that defensive language.
Yeah, because, you know, like...
Because it's the person inside of you that's like that.
Yeah, like I am like that with my character. Everyone needs to see my characters. No! Like, you know, Blonick thinks very highly of himself and his character, which are the same. And like, yeah, he's got like kind of a loser friend that he drags around with him, who doesn't care, who's just down. Yeah.
Hey, Blonick.
Yeah, I don't know if he would ever even address him by his name.
Oh,
He forgets that he's not Sonic.
Right. And I'm not his. Yeah, no, that's true. He just says, "Hey, Sonic, you have the time" at the beginning.
Yeah. He
and
never
like,
calls him by his name.
Yeah.
And then, like, they complain about some fictional third person that doesn't get it right, when he's really just talking about Blouse, who didn't get it right.
Right, people need to get their
well,
straight.
like, he's really just complaining because this is a really common issue with him.
It bothers him all the time. He could be talking to anyone about it. Blouse isn't his friend.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I feel with like Mickey and Goofy, and Mickey and Donald for that matter.
That they're not
even friends. They want us to think that, but they're not.
I kind of think Donald and Goofy are friends.
Oh yeah, they are. It's a little complicated, but they're friends. Yeah, like I don't think Donald likes him that much, but he won't consider him the same way Mickey considers him, like an inferior being.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Donald feels Goofy as his equal, especially in Kingdom Hearts, where they're both like assist NPCs.
Man, I never played any of that shit. Kingdom Hearts. I played that for like 5 seconds. I was like, why would I want to play this?
Well, you don't have to, because that's basically what Deltarune is, at least in my opinion. It's kind of like Kingdom Hearts if it was good.
So it's like an ensemble cast RPG?
Yeah, with like kooky little characters that are, represent something. I don't want to give too much away about what it's like, but it's a classic Squaresoft-esque RPG with like fun characters to feel for and learn, to get to know. I'd say if there's a formula, it's kind of like there's a really annoying character and the game kind of forces you to find a reason not to kill them. Like the character is just like and like you have to like empathize with them until you see past all their evil and stupid ways.
All right. Okay, that sounds like my kind of game. I just like I haven't played it because I haven't finished Undertale.
Yeah, when you begin Deltarune, it's like this is a game for people who are familiar with Undertale.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
I don't know if you necessarily have to beat Undertale, but like I guess it's kind of like if you don't know what statements have already been made, then I feel like there's something to that. That's like a new game with new statements. And like there's a lot of statements from Undertale that are kind of 2010s by this point.
I see.
Like there were ideas to play with that you can't do again. But it's as a sequel, Deltarune is really good. I love that it keeps proving itself over and over. I keep forgetting about it, and it comes back and takes over again.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. What a great experience playing a game. I hope to have it someday myself.
Yeah. Like, man, there's so many great games. Like, I'll know which ones are gonna resonate with you, but like, I think Paper Mario is worth your time.
Yeah.
I think Oscar might like that one too.
Yeah, I mean, he's very into RPGs. We're playing Final Fantasy 3 still, and it's getting really, really. We're like in the world of Ruin now.
Yeah.
And he loves it so much. Like we listen to the soundtrack while we're driving somewhere, and we like hum the songs all day long.
It's
and
cute.
He like pretends to do RPG battle systems with all of his toys now, and we're just talking about it and like reliving it all over again through his eyes. It's
yeah.
It's
Didn't that come from here?
Oh.
Sorry, keep going.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's like some shit where like some adult is on the fence about whether they want to have children or not. It's like,
yeah,
just this is very selfish, but like years from now, when they're old enough for you to show them the things that are really meaningful to you, you're going to be able to experience the wonder again in a way that you didn't think was possible anymore.
Let's play a little Dinosaur Planet.
Sure.
I want to take a look.
Yeah, we've gotten a good enough idea what this game is like. Oh, look, Star Fox characters. I completely forgot it was a Star Fox game.
Well, in the original, it's more explicit. You fly in an R-wing at the beginning, and
yeah.
yeah.
Look at the like that dragon looks like something drawn by like that's somebody's OC.
Yeah. I feel like I know a guy or two who has an OC like that.
Mm-hmm.
OC? Or my OC. That'll do.
My OC.
My OC. Where does is there a space?
There's a period.
My dot OC. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having OCs. I think it's just like, don't try to immediately sell it as some stupid cheap product. It's like, your OCs matter to you. Don't even call them that if you feel like that cheapens it.
I think the game might be a little broken.
Well, it is an unreleased prototype. This is so funny. Is this serious?
Oh, that looked different.
I'm just like holding a direction.
Is he just falling through the ground before the game can start?
Who is this dude? Is this Fox?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dinosaur Planet.
It fell through the cracks.
It really did.
Yeah, it's unreleased and I guess unplayable. Oh, wait.
Maybe you can make him move a little? Oh, there's UI.
I'm holding a button to get the UI.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it'll do anything though. There's no floors.
Yeah, all I did was open the game to the menu and I was like, great, it works. I didn't get this far. Well, that's fine. We got to show this on the stream.
We get to watch him die 1,000 times.
Yeah. What else were we talking about?
Tactics?
Oh, yeah.
Play some tactics.
Yeah, let's do that.
Thank you. I wonder if I have anything on this hard drive. I haven't played this in a while. Nothing in slot 1. Oh, I didn't assign. Do I have to assign a memory card thing? Okay. Did I do it? All right. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm pretty far.
Sweet.
This might be a hard battle though. I might just die. Let's find out. You can just put that on the on your soundboard.
Yeah, I could.
All right, I have the feeling I'm going to like die if I go through here, so let's find out.
So this wasn't Nobuo Uematsu, was it?
No, I forget who the composer for this game was, but it was the team that made the games like Ogre Battle and Tactics Ogre. Oh, 3. I don't remember. I don't need a dancer, that's for sure. And what's this guy? A samurai? I don't know. I probably should have somebody with magic. I don't know with this battle. Oh, okay. It's 2 sides. All right. I don't remember. Okay. That's the shot. Flopsy, you subscribed again.
Thank you.
Good pal.
Yeah, let's see. Which one of these things do I want to talk about? All these things.
All right.
Nobuo Uematsu, underrated by me.
By you.
By me. I talk about how great he is, but I still feel like I don't appreciate him.
Yeah.
It's like, I know he didn't do this music, but I'll talk about him anyway. It's just like, you know, you've been listening to the music. And like it's just like it keeps surprising you. You're still like, you know, you've grown up and you're still like, that's good. Like
That's
that
still
sounds
good.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. I mean, I've been revisiting that music and being like, holy shit. This was on Super Nintendo.
Oh
this,
yeah.
This was on a toy. The toy
Right.
was bleeding out in front of me.
Well, there's just like so many things from when you were a kid that you don't know if they're gonna hold up, and then it's just like utterly shocking how well something holds up. Like
Yeah.
it's just like, damn, like this is something I'm into now. Like I'm still into this.
Yeah, right?
I guess there's things that you kind of lose interest in over time. You know, they were meaningful, or I guess they were important for that one time.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's okay. This game might be too hard for me to play.
All these problems that we don't see coming.
Yeah, the tactics. I guess I'll do like a
The
protect.
tic tacs.
Oh, no, I can't do
But yeah, like I'm just like constantly finding new ways to appreciate this artist and thinking like, man, I didn't even really appreciate him before or something.
Yeah, that like, well, you know, I think really like it's such a good trait in art to be sort of understated about its own greatness, you know?
Uh-huh.
For it to be like unpretentiously appealing to children who are not going to like fully grasp all the reasons it's great. So that someday they will realize that the thing that meant a lot to them, somebody had actually gone to the trouble of making it good.
Yeah.
They didn't have to, because quite a few people didn't. Quite a few people who tried to, who entertained us as children, did not make an effort to make it any good.
Yeah. Yeah, not everything was good. Good is on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Get much closer to it.
Yeah, this game takes a lot of brain power.
It's funny that we're playing this after Star Fox Adventures, because that's not a Star Fox game, and this is not a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, it is not. It got. You're right. It got the name Final Fantasy stamped on.
Yeah.
But it's actually a tremendous game that is totally distinct.
It's awesome, yeah.
It's really, really good. You know, they use like the summons from Final Fantasy games, and they use chocobos.
Yeah, I mean, it got us to buy it.
Oh, totally. Yeah, they snuck in the back door, giving me a great game.
I have the right mind of branding my other game, Dweebus, with Dog of Wisdom, just so people will play it.
You should bundle it, yeah.
I could.
Dweebus can be like a free Windows game.
Oh, man. I was thinking it could be a Game Boy game.
Holy shit.
Oh no.
What is this, Scorched Earth? God, I'm dying out here. What can I do? Throw stone?
Oh yeah, so like I was watching this I was watching some video about demakes, and they mentioned that there was a game by Capcom called Dark Void that was like a really kind of like nobody cared, like it was like a jetpack guy, and it's like nobody played this game for Xbox 360, but then it got a demake, like a simpler version of it that was for the DSi. That people actually did buy because it was just like more accessible, I guess, or something, or just like a better game maybe. Like they made a game that was like a pretend NES game from the 80s based on this idea, and that game was popular.
That game is popular.
Yeah.
Like, would it have been considered a success if
Called
Xbox
Dark Void.
released it? Or if Microsoft released it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, like Dark Void Zero was the name of the demake. And like, I guess like Microsoft couldn't have made this because they were only considering the graphical whatevers, like, or like maybe like the game, like you could play a game with a jetpack in a way that you couldn't before because of, you know, there was too much processing or whatever.
Right.
But like, yeah, like you don't even have to try that hard. I like the idea that this game must have mattered enough to some people at Capcom to want to make a sequel, and that was actually a good idea because more people played it.
Damn.
Or like maybe because yeah, like we think about games as like evolving upwards, but maybe not even. Like Zelda 64 is like the 3D kind of version of Zelda.
Summoners.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm not gonna win this battle. Damn, Rems is strong. I don't remember anything about my characters, about my OCs.
I was thinking about making a racing game with my characters. I think that would be funny.
That would be funny, like a kart game.
Yeah.
Like Nightmare Kart, but with your vibe.
Yeah, I mean, you know, basically Mario Kart, but like Mario Kart is already a knockoff. Like, you know, like they made that new Mario Kart World. It's just an open world Mario Kart, and they still use Soyo's what was her name? Soyo Oka. Soyo Oka was the composer for that, and they still use her music. This person who got out of the company, who worked in
video games for like 2 years in the 90s.
Yeah, like she quit the game music industry to focus on her own music, and
that's
still
cool.
Makes her own music. And I think you could just like hire her. Like, it's like Nintendo. I don't know, like that's something interesting. We were talking about that before, like what happened to Tim Fallon. You know, would have been good to have Solstice, but whatever. Tim Fallon left the game industry, and it's like, I mean, he gave us so much before leaving. So, you know, should we even complain? He was done.
Yeah, he was done. He did his work.
We do our job.
Not using a ton of tactics here.
Yeah, well, I don't really do much thinking when I'm playing any game. I was playing Half-Life and Half-Life 2 with Fred and some guys, and like every time we don't know what to do, it's like we try something, we fail, we try it over and over, we keep failing, and then finally it's like you have to think.
Yeah.
And Fred's like, this is the thinking man's shooter.
Yeah,
it's like every time this happens, we say that. It's like, this is the thinking man's shooter. Yeah, and that's kind of cool that like some of the most popular shooters have just been like, you know, Halo, like shoot aliens. But like in Half-Life, you actually have to think. You actually have to solve puzzles, and you know, there's battles, but it's like you're fighting for your life. You're not trying to kill everybody.
No. I don't think I can play this game, Joe. I'm dying, first of all, but also I have to focus too much on the game. It's not stream friendly.
Let's help Meredith.
Help! I need to smoke more weed. If only fucking Solstice would work. No. Oh, brother. All right. Yeah, we got like 30 minutes. Silent. La, 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 la.
Yeah, until 2002 or so, when I played Earthbound, this was my favorite video game.
Yeah,
I felt like this was the peak. You could not go up from here.
Yeah, no, this one's like probably in the top 5 for me. This is a really, really A-tier game.
Like, Mario 64 is an evolution of this genre. I'll give it that. But it's not better than this game. This game has such great art.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, let's just watch this. I'm looking at this through new eyes. I'm looking at that dithering in the background. It's like, this is what you have to do to make this look awesome.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they worked so hard. So beautiful.
Yeah, they very may well have added every one of those pixels one by one.
Brian, you're thinking about good on purpose while
Yeah.
rendering an After Effects file. You still have to hold down caps lock to render in After Effects. Wouldn't they have fixed that by now? Wasn't that like extremely silly that you had to do that?
I don't know, because when I use Blender, you can actually do all those effects in the compositor and like have them appear like in the render. And it's like, I don't even need to do after anything.
Yeah, well, apparently After Effects still makes you do it. Hit that.
I've
hit
never
that
been an
caps lock.
After Effects user. I never liked it. I feel like Premiere is just better for the stuff I want to do.
I used After Effects in school and then I switched to Premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it's not as good, but I like it more.
I feel like After Effects was more for like, I don't know, doing like puppety ass looking shit.
Yeah.
And Premiere is just like your all-purpose video editor. But I don't know. If I had liked After Effects in school, I probably would have just stuck to it.
Well, yeah, like neither of us really does that kind of video. We make stuff with just like drawings. We make animated videos that are just drawings moving. You don't even need After Effects. I mean, After Effects was used to make shit that looked awful, like Aqua Tea.
I mean, I make trailers in After Effects, in Premiere all the time. And I hate video editing. It's just like, it's like the worst time suck. It's like all the time suck of animation, except I get no pleasure out of it.
Yeah.
Animation I enjoy. I enjoy sitting there and watching my day melt away.
Yeah.
What I've been doing lately. Oh, I went to this conference called Narrowscope this weekend. It was at Drexel in Philly, and it's like a roving conference. They do them at different universities, and they rely on the campus to like, host their events and stuff. But I think Narrowscope should continue to be at Philly. I think it's like it's a really good fit here because it was really well attended by like people who teach in New York and like people who run like video game foundations and shit in New York. So it's like New York adjacent, but everything's just like a little bit more practical in Philly. It's not crazy expensive to be here. It's a fun, easy to get around city. And I thought it was great, I enjoyed it. The first night was at, oh, am I playing?
Oh, if you want. Here.
I'll play a little, I'll give it to you. God, this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, guess I'll play a little World 5. Why is that the only one that's being used?
Well, sometimes these save batteries fuck up a little because they're old.
I see.
So once in a while, it's just like one file is there.
Is there running in this game?
Yoshi just runs automatically.
Okay. Because I just always hold down the run when I play this game.
Yeah, you don't even have to in this one.
So used to it. It makes me feel like I'm getting something done in a Mario game.
Yeah, I noticed that even when they made like the 3DS, which has a joystick, they never got rid of the hold Y to run in the new Mario games. Like there's some, you know, in the Mario 64 Galaxy, they don't have that. But in the 2D Mario games, they still always have hold Y to run. And I think even in Mario 3D World, you hold Y to run.
It just feels right, you know?
Yeah. Ah!
Oh, instant death.
Man, yeah, like there's something tactile about it. Like you want to like feel connected to Mario and like his will to run.
It's like when you're like riding a bike where the bike is leaning forward. It's more exciting.
Yeah. I have a run button in my little game.
I need a run button. That's a good idea.
Yeah, you could have a run button. In Earthbound Zero, like Mother, they released Mother in Japan without a run button. But then, like in Earthbound Zero, they made running a thing.
That was fun.
Yeah.
All right, I don't care.
And it's like a really Crundus way of doing it. If you hold the run button, every NPC speeds up.
Jesus Christ. How do I?
Yeah, they're so cute.
Their properties are so fun.
Yeah, everything has weird properties. There's googe everywhere. That guy is made of hand sanitizer.
I can't get this guy. Oh, it just strips him up for like 1 second.
Yeah, he's just like a little embarrassed.
So much crap here. It's like, don't you want it? Like a little bit. Oh my god, there's so much shit here where it's like, try your hand and see what happens. Welcome to my circus.
Welcome to the fun circus, where you give me all your money.
Now the fun begins.
The fun was already had. That was fun for me.
Oh my god. I don't care about a perfect score. Like they're just making it so hard to get a perfect score.
Welcome to the circus of hand jobs. Try your what does he say? Cure your cravings at the circus of values.
I don't know. Ah!
Oh yeah, Bioshock. Well, yeah, like I was thinking about Bioshock the other day. Talking a little bit about shooters being a little different from what you might expect, like Call of Duty. It's like System Shock was an older game, and Bioshock is a sequel. It's like a game where you go around choosing whether you should kill or save the little girls. And it's like there's like a moral choice to what you do. There's like gigantic enemies that you can choose to leave alone because they're too strong. There's like, I don't know. It feels like it was progressing the genre, the medium, if you will.
Uh-huh.
Well, because like if you think about first-person shooters in the mainstream, it goes like Wolfenstein, Doom, GoldenEye, Halo, Overwatch, or something like that. It's like that ignores most of them that actually could be interesting, or even different a little, like Elder Scrolls, first person RPG. It's like still a little bit like that.
I'm sorry, Joe, I nearly died.
Yeah.
They nearly took baby Mario from me.
You want me to take over?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I could probably get through this, but it's stressing me out.
I'm like asking Meredith if I can hold the baby, and she's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I need a break.
It's like, yeah, I need a break from dropping him. Oh, he's in a big bubble. I'll call you back.
I just need to get some sleep, right? Like, I just gave birth, and the baby will not leave me alone, and I just need to get some sleep.
Yeah, and the baby is like, you know, he's like talking in Italian, and it's like, I can't even understand you. Like, I just wish I knew what you were saying.
Baby.
Mommy.
Oh my god, the first night we took Oscar home, I had not slept. I had not slept. And my mother-in-law was staying with us, and she was just like, here, give him to me. And then we did, and we don't know what she did, and we fell asleep, and we woke up, and she didn't tell us what she did. She just took him. He was asleep, but I'm pretty sure she just waited a really long time until he was asleep.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, she also, like, perhaps remembered, like, all right, well, there's a certain number of things that a baby needs, and you just go through the list.
Yeah, 2 things.
Yeah. Yeah, they need food and a diaper.
I meant one of 2 things.
One of 2 boobas that the baby needs. Yeah, well, Grandma couldn't give him that at all. There was no food.
It went like an old car.
No, there was no milk. I didn't have any milk. I didn't have any milk for him on the first day.
Okay, yeah.
Very, very hard for both of us. I probably had a little milk.
Yeah.
Very, very little. This is why, like, a lot of mothers struggle to do the breast milk, because it's such a fucking nightmare to do it for the first time.
Yeah.
It makes you want to die, because you're not yet really producing it, because I guess your body's just noticing that the baby was born, and the baby is just dog shit at taking it.
Yeah.
So the baby's biting you with its gums that were just born.
Yeah.
With all its might, it's biting you. And it's not very good at getting the milk out. So it's just biting you.
It's just biting you with his, like, jaw.
With his jaw, with his gummy jaw. And, you know, biting you to save his life. Like his life depends on being able to figure out how to do this.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so biting me with all his might. Tiny little biting mouth. And he's just not getting anything, and I'm not making anything for, like, probably, like, the first, like, 24 hours.
Yeah.
I barely could give him a drop of what I had. So I don't know what Mom did. I don't know what she did. There was no food.
I guess we'll never know. Maybe it's the kind of wisdom that you don't get to have until you are a grandma.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like I know it now, but what can I use it for?
Was she a grandma before that day?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's already been a grandma for like 14 years.
Okay. So it wasn't like her instincts kicked in at that point.
No, it's true. She'd already recently had children in her arms.
Yeah.
It's true.
Just knows what to do.
Knows what to do. Yeah. That's a
like
very
Mike with the TV.
Yeah. It's a very special skill to have in this life. And I know people say that, like, being a mother is undervalued, just in the sense that, you know, our government doesn't value mothers or, you know, provide anything for them. But I think in general, people do learn to respect what their mother knows and does when they have their own children.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like grandma's revenge. There's like t-shirts of babies that say, I'm grandma's revenge. Oh, this guy looks so cool.
Yeah, like, how do they do that?
He's so sad.
Oh.
He's like a character you'd see on like 4chan.
It's just like a soy jack making fun of a guy who looks like that.
Yes.
Just like a sad man.
A guy whose heart is beating through his translucent chest, and all you have to do is push at it, and it hurts him. And then his heart just destroys, and he just pops and he melts.
Dude.
That was great.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, moms know what to do, because you know what moms go through is very much like you know, it's like a way to live 1,000 lives, to like give birth. It's like you come home from the war and you just like don't talk about it, because it's like it's so beyond anything that, like, you know, if you're like relatively like healthy and able-bodied, you've never really had to deal with in your life before. Just like the first real like true loss of control of your body.
Yeah. And like you give birth to a little guy who doesn't have control of his.
Yeah. Because it's so hard to be born. Being born is exhausting. Like,
yeah,
they usually fall asleep like a few seconds after they're born.
Uh-huh.
Their head had to compact into like like an egg shape to fit through your birth canal.
Yeah, when you're an infant, your bones aren't like set yet in your head. They're still malleable.
Yeah, it's like 4 different skull bones. I don't know how many skull bones
like
there are.
The skull muscles can still flex.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they just like calcify as you get older, right?
Yeah, the fontanelle goes away. I don't know if you ever saw that. It's the part of a baby's forehead where you can feel past the skull. It's soft.
Oh, wow.
And you can see it pulsing sometimes.
Weird.
Yeah, it's really, really strange. And like, you know, it's like tough. It's a tough membrane. Like, you know, if you press it, you're not hurting their brain. But it is very disturbing. They have a little fontanelle until their skull forms.
Yeah.
It sounds like a cute little tuft of hair. The fontanelle.
Yeah, it sounds like a French pastry.
Yeah.
Sounds really like light and crispy.
I'm sure they came up with it, and I'm sure it means something really poetic. Le fontanelle.
A little fountain.
Maybe. That might be what it is, actually.
It's like throbbing with blood, and the French look at that and think, oh, look, a fountain. It's Le Baby.
That is how they say baby. It's like bebe.
Oh. Bebe. I want the bebe.
Yeah, your older kid likes to poke the fontanelle. Yeah. You were supposedly born multiple times. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and describe what that means.
You're born multiple times? You mean like your consciousness comes into the world by like layers and levels?
Oh, born like metaphorically born again?
Oh, well, I was talking about literally, not metaphorically.
Like you're... I don't understand.
Not virtually.
Oh, I see. You were pushed back in. You're pushed back into your mother. Why? Was that to save your life? Was that for somebody's benefit? You needed to go back in? You weren't done?
Wow.
No, he didn't say that. I'm just guessing that's what they mean.
I don't think that possible, is it? You could take them out if they're not ready.
It was a difficult birth, so they were moving you around a lot to get you out.
Wow. So you were unboard? They pushed you in?
I mean, I feel like that counts as being born one time, but I guess that's one way of saying I've lived 1,000 lives. If you're a baby, you can say I've been born multiple times.
Yeah, that's like some like story that they would tell, like a myth they would tell about Tommy Pickles. It's like, I heard he was born twice, something like that. It's like he's such a baby. He was born twice.
That Tommy, he was born twice.
But speaking of giving birth to a literal boy, I wanted to talk about the creation of a virtual boy.
Virtual boy. We were thinking about it this week.
They did it to me again. Did you know Gaming made a video about Yokoi and it's rearranged the molecules in my brain? Last time they did that, I made a whole fucking video game.
Well,
I guess now's my opportunity to finish the one I started.
are you talking about the game that you accidentally showed everyone on our stream last week?
It wasn't an accident.
Of course not.
Because, of course, I'm going to show it because I'm so proud of my work that I really didn't spend a whole lot of time on. But it was still a good game, right?
A lot of games are made in a few weeks.
Well, Dog of Wisdom, the video was only made in a couple weeks.
There you go. Dog of Wisdom game. If you'd like to take a look at it and you weren't watching the program last week, Joe was hosting solo, and he showed it off a little bit. He's working on a game. And actually, he brought it over the other night at Narrowscope. I had a little party at my house, and we had a bunch of people here, and Joe put it on the Game Boy Color, on the Game Boy, Super Game Boy.
Yeah.
Just ran it, and everyone was enthralled.
Yeah, Meredith said it was delightful. Everyone else seemed to like it. I was very happy at the reactions. And I've actually done so much work on the game since then that it feels like it's not even the same at all.
Right, you've improved it.
I added things.
You added things.
Well, yeah.
Do you have any timeline right now, or are you still thinking about that?
Well, if I release it on, I think the 23rd of July, something like that, it will be released on the 10-year anniversary of Dog of Wisdom.
Ah.
So I have been thinking about that a little. That like soon enough, people are going to be like, I can't believe it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
And like they're going to be saying that for the next 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, yeah, I have been thinking like if I'm gonna do something, I decided to make a little game for the Game Boy, of course.
The Game Boy, for the boy of games.
Yeah, and you know, it's because I've been thinking about Yokoi, and they made a new video about the Virtual Boy this time that had even more details that I found interesting about his life. That like when the Virtual Boy failed, he left Nintendo and publicly said that he was taking accountability for the failure, which was not the real reason. The real reason was that he thought Nintendo had lost his way.
Yeah.
But also, he seemed to have a contentious relationship with them. They punished him. They made him sell the Virtual Boy directly to customers on the floor when it was already deemed a failure.
Jeez.
And the N64 was right there in the other corner, taking up all the space.
Jesus.
And they had, like it was saying in the video that this is a common practice in Japan. I guess it's like a hazing ritual.
No way businessmen haze each other.
Yeah. I mean, look, that's horrible. And I can almost see where that would be effective, maybe to like try and encourage somebody. but not for Yokoi.
No.
Not for a veteran. The guy who gave them everything.
Yeah.
That's just like so low to do that to him, who doesn't need encouragement. He needs, he needs to be, like, the video was saying that the biggest problem with the Virtual Boy was that it was suffering due to regulations. They had regulations in America and Japan that didn't let them make the thing they really wanted. He imagined a pair of sunglasses that you wear on your face, and it's nothing like that at all. It's not really his invention, so he shouldn't have taken accountability for it.
No,
they shouldn't have pointed the finger at him.
It was things outside of his control.
And they made him do it.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Like, just like disrespectful.
Yeah, like, I thought that was gross. And that made me think even more that they had him murdered because they seemed to hate him.
I mean, yeah, just because you hate somebody doesn't mean you want to kill them.
Yeah, but he posed a real problem for them. He would start his own Nintendo.
He was going to start his own company. Did it really seem like he was going to be successful with that?
He was successful. They sold like 2 million Wonder Swans.
Oh, Jesus.
And the Virtual Boy was also successful. That's what the video was saying too. They sold 700,000 in America. And like, this made me mad because it made me think that like they could have just kept making Virtual Boys for us, the ones who bought it, but it wasn't a good enough investment for them who couldn't sell the console any more than they already did. It's like, why is 2 million units not enough? Why is 1 million units not enough? Like, that's a failure for a company that they could have just reworked the Virtual Boy like they did with the Wii U and made the Switch. They could have made those games still matter. Like, some of those games were decent.
They gave up on it, like preemptively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't want to invest even more into it because they foolishly invested millions into marketing it.
Right.
And the marketing was dumb. It looked like something that is trying to tell you not to buy it. It's like got like cavemen in it. It sucked. All right, we're good. But yeah. I've been thinking about that, and this whole month I've been thinking about the Game Boy, because why should they stop developing games for the Game Boy? They should make Donkey Kong Bonanza for the Game Boy. It's like, if they make a new game, then like you can put any game on the Switch. I don't believe that there's a Switch 2. Like,
right, that didn't happen.
I mean, it's like, I get that there's like a Switch OLED or whatever. I mean, they could have just called it the Switch, but with better graphics, like the Xbox One X.
And don't make it that much more expensive than the original.
Yeah. It's weird that they would sort of like do what Microsoft would do.
Yeah. No, I'm not getting that console.
No, I mean, I was thinking about today, like, the kind of thing, the shit they'd have to pull to make me buy it. They'd have to make, like an absolutely fabulous Mario game or something.
Yeah, they would. You know, I might buy the dev kit at some point, but I don't think I'm playing games on that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem like, I mean, I'd probably play it if I had one, if there was like a new Smash Brothers for it. But like, then I'd play it once and then just like, I don't know, go back to Melee or nothing.
Right.
It's like, you know, it's time to play Smash Brothers again. And it's just like everyone plays Smash Brothers briefly and then it's over. Like, there's got to be a better way. Like,
I'm playing all these new fucking stupid games on stupid consoles.
Well, like, you know, like Smash Brothers is not a new game. It's from like 2000. It's from like 1998. And like, we should start acting like that. That like these old games are just old. Like, I was playing Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3, and it's great that they upgraded the graphics, but it's the same game, and there's no need for a Warcraft 4. I'm not even like, you know, like, I'm thinking about it, but I'm not even thinking I need it.
No.
It's not a new game, and I think new games, you know, should not stand for old games like they do. Like, they're really just old games. Like, you know, one of the biggest games ever recently was what was it, Baldur's Gate? and that's just another old game.
Oh, you mean because it's like an RPG?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a sequel to a game that we already expected it. We knew it was happening. You know, like Metroid Prime 4 is another one. You don't have to buy the Switch 2 for that. There's making a version for the Switch 1. But like that's a thing. It's like, what am I really expecting? It's just Metroid Prime again. It's like I needed there to be a Super Metroid and a Metroid Prime, but like then it's just like you're repeating yourself, right?
Right. You're by necessity like just doing the same thing in new games with new graphics, and
we've come to expect that every time from Nintendo, that they make a new Mario Kart, a new Mario Party, a new Mario blah blah blah, a new Zelda, Metroid, Smash Brothers, all these things that we expect, and like that's a huge problem when we like have that expectation, as opposed to like, you know, whatever Nintendo is just like dreaming about is what's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, Donkey Kong Bonanza looks mixed. It's like a little what they're dreaming about and a little bit what data tells them they should make.
I don't know that they're dreaming about much. They're dreaming about money. That's what they're dreaming about.
Yeah, they're dreaming about what'll make the most money, and like I don't know. It feels like even kind of recently they had some bigger ideas. But you know, Splatoon was like 10 years ago. So like, fuck. Like was that their last new game before like, you know, Donkey Kong, whatever?
Yeah,
like,
I think Splatoon was.
And like Donkey Kong isn't super original. It's kind of just like Breath of the Wild, but you're an ape.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell. I might be like that mom who was just like complaining about the Super Nintendo. And it's like, we needed the Super Nintendo. Some kid is gonna grow up saying that the Switch was like the NES to them, or the Switch 2 was like the NES to them. Like that was their
it's just when they were born.
Yeah, like it could hit someone really directly, and we're just like too old for that to be us.
Well, yeah, but there's a much better chance of a kid owning it when it's not $500.
That's true. You're right. That was a huge thing. That like. There's like an ethic to making these things that they're actually, you can actually get them.
Yeah.
And even the Switch really has to like justify its existence by being a portable and relatively cheap console.
Yeah. And the Switch was relatively cheap. Not anymore. No longer. Not cheap now.
Yeah, and their games have gotten more expensive. But, like, yeah, like, you know, my thought process went, why don't they just reinvent the Game Boy? And then I looked at the Game Boy and I was like, they did it. They invented the Game Boy already. We're good.
Check.
Check.
They invented it already.
Yeah.
They already got that one off the list.
Yeah, like, they don't have to do anything.
No.
It's like you play your Switch too, and like think about how much it cost you, and think about like people jumping out of like factories because their job at Foxconn is so abusive.
Yeah.
It's like that comes in the way of fun.
Yes, absolutely does.
It's like I can't enjoy Donkey Kong while paying $70 for it.
No.
It's like I can't even relax because it's that much fucking money.
Yeah.
The game should be $0.25. That's Donkey Kong.
That's Donkey Kong, 25 cents. Yeah. And, you know, may the best man win. You know what I got a ton of value out of at the arcade the other day? Lately I've been getting a lot of value out of Puzzle Bobble.
Oh man, so good.
I went 15 rounds last time. Da 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 da. Hey!
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
High value. Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't really feel bad to put quarters in that.
No. Jesus, this level. Oh my god.
Yep, this is like the final world, right?
So hard.
Yeah. but look how beautiful the
Oh, it's
level
gorgeous. I know.
is. Okay, then maybe I should make the levels get progressively more beauteous
Yeah,
because
more
in my
beauty.
game, because that's something you earn
Yeah,
by
you
playing it.
you earn a beauteous level.
Oh, look how cute.
I know.
Look,
the
they-
beautiful little raven going around
What?
the planet.
It's like, what were they thinking when they made this? How did they come up
I'm
with
just
this
imagining
stuff?
them all standing over one guy's computer looking at this.
It's like we got the raven working.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like if you beat, I don't want to kill the raven because then it won't be working anymore.
No, it's beautiful. The raven's rotating perfectly.
I don't know. I can't explain it. Like, there's a reason this was my favorite game. There's genius here. Like, even Mario World only has a percentage of this brilliance.
I mean, I absolutely agree with you. Like
Look at
Mario,
those
you
things.
needed Mario World to have this game. Is
Yes.
the thing.
Yes, totally. But
So
like,
it is a sequel to
you
Mario
needed
World.
Star Fox because look at it, these animations are so good. Like they'd never be able to run this game without the Super Effects chip.
Cigar Liker says they smoked weed to make this.
They smoked weed to make this.
Definitely.
I will never get lost in this game, no matter how hard I try.
Oh no, it's perfect.
Look at this background. Look,
my God.
look at this world. It's just like.
Very
It's like, take another bow for this game. Stop trying to make new Yoshi games. There's no point.
No, seriously, let's just
take another.
continue to love this.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Make these games more accessible and don't put voices in them. Like, sheesh. Like, I'll play it if it's all I have, which is what I. Oh no!
No.
Good thing I got
You
the-
just got the ring.
It's like the other week, all I had to play was the Game Boy Advance version. It's like I'll take it, but like
It's like.
I don't need in that version. Like
Oh,
it,
baby, you're taking a shit.
yeah. Like it's like some diaper wearer is happy about this.
This level is such fuckery.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
holy shit.
It's tough. Thank you, Takashi Tezuka, for teaching us how to make suck levels in Super Mario Maker.
Seriously. This is a fucking education.
Yeah, this is an education. If you ever played Mario Maker, there's a pigeon that teaches you how to make Mario levels. It's cute.
Oh man.
And like, he'll teach you everything, like the nitty gritty of making Mario levels. It really feels like you're in class.
Wow.
And like, there's so much to learn. Like, they really do hand us the keys to the castle. Except the princess is in another castle.
Yes. Oh right, now you actually have to fight the raven.
Yeah. That was just like leading up to. The storytelling is so good in this.
Yes.
It's just visual, but
Yeah.
like they show the ravens and then you see the big one.
Yeah.
Like they give you a hint.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's like perfect. I mean,
Beautiful, beautiful world
there
out there.
have been other games that I've called my favorite games since this, but like there's still like nothing comparable to this one. And it's in like the most common genre of game. It's just a platformer. Oh no, like, this is, it's like, you know how Mario RPG is just like full of wonder and whimsy? It's like, there's plenty of better RPGs probably, but that one is the only one that looks like that at all.
Yeah. These fuckers.
Yeah, it's tough.
Really.
They give you ice though, you can just do that.
Yeah, at least. Thank goodness for small favors. Damn. Delight. Dripping with delight.
Yeah, that's what That's what you said about my game.
Yes.
It's delightful.
Delightful.
I've been thinking about that.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, well, I said it while I was playing Delta, and I was like, that was delightful. I was like, hey, that's what Meredith said about my game.
I know you're pretty far along, but I just wonder off the top of my head, is it possible for your objects to have any animation?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they should be doing a little something.
Like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, just like that. Like a little sparkle.
a little something.
A
Yeah.
little shine, like Final Fantasy VII.
Whatever you wish for it to be, but I think they should have a little business.
Yeah,
going
okay.
on.
The thing is that like they're already disappearing a little when you get close to them.
That's
so
tricky,
I
yeah.
will try it. That is a great suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm just like bracing myself for even more glitching.
Tech limitations. Game Boy.
It might not be like that, but you know, I'll see. That sounds like a lot to ask, but I also don't know what the Game Boy's limitations are.
Yeah.
I would love to find out.
Yeah, you haven't hit the limit yet.
Today I was thinking about like, could you make a Game Boy game that was like 4 gigabytes and like you just like had to change the game whenever it ran out of like Game Boy space?
I don't know. I mean, how would your saves carry over?
I guess you would just like have like you would have one cartridge that has because I feel like you couldn't make a ROM that's like that big, but you could put an SD card into an EverDrive that interfaces with the game that like you can maybe have it in the save is in the same folder or something.
Yeah, no, I'm sure somebody has made some sort of epic with Game Boy.
If you could do that, you could have bigger graphics. Oh, I guess maybe not really, because it can't really show that many sprites and tiles
It's
at
just
once.
not practical to play something like that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what you could do with the Game Boy and what its
I mean,
real limits are.
You could develop something that looked like a Game Boy game if you
Yeah.
really like the aesthetic.
That's true. I still think about that I forget his name, but that background artist guy who was talking about how when he had the most limitations, he made the best work. And like, you know, it might be a little more interesting than just emulating the look of something to make a game using actual retro art. It you know, forces you to use more creative decisions. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention there was a game called Retro City Rampage that was like a GTA clone.
Okay.
And they made it for DOS. Like they remade the game for DOS, and like they made it for something else, like either Commodore or Game Boy.
Oh,
I
I
think.
would love to play
NES, NES maybe.
We could try and play it on Commodore.
Yeah, I think it was NES.
Ah.
We could try to play it on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the DOS version sounds super cool. I don't know if they made a Commodore one too, but like that's real dedication.
Totally.
And I think that's like, I don't know, like nobody but me would say that's the right thing to do, but I do.
Yes.
It's like that's not just genius because it's, you know, a funny dumb idea. It's genius because people are actually gonna want to play it on DOS
That's like
for some reason.
That's pure love of games.
Yeah.
Making stuff like that, because there's no real profit motive for you there. You're just
Right.
doing it for love.
Yeah, like, you know, at most it's like that made me say the name of the game, so it's like a marketing thing. But like, you didn't have to go so far to market your game.
No.
That's
Usually
it's not about
the studios
that.
don't. Yeah.
It's like millionaires who still make good work. They don't have to do anything.
Yeah. They really don't. That's why they need to keep their mouths shut about their big fucking stupid opinions.
Yeah, well, those people maybe have moved on from making good work. Not that they can't, but that they won't.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
their mind
true.
is too clouded. They have too much. I was talking to Chris about this before. That like his son's drawings reminded me of Chris Metzen's drawings, the guy who designed StarCraft and Warcraft. They have a sort of amateurish, like deviant artness to them, but they look good. They're full of great ideas. They're just flat and kind of cartoon looking.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. But
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
yeah, like I thought of his because we were talking about his son's drawings, and like his son's drawings are awesome.
They're excellent.
He's a little kid, and he shouldn't have this kind of power. But you realize when you see it in children that their imagination still exists. They're still on that bullshit that we've moved on from. And like, you know, he thinks skeletons are cool, and like he draws cool skeletons and makes stuff up that's cool. It's like we don't, you know, I don't really think in those terms, or if I do, I think in terms of stuff I made up when I was like 18.
Yes.
Damn it.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is thrilling.
Yeah.
I missed him by like 1 frame.
Oh, yes.
But like, yeah, like this is a good example of just like absolute brilliance. It's like they must have just like come up with this, and that was the whole character's personality just came out immediately.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just the idea of rotating the screen like this. Like rotating the entire background.
Yeah, like this game and also the Super Nintendo never stops surprising us.
Yeah.
You can keep making Super Nintendo games. I guarantee it. I mean it this time. Like
There's shit you can do that you didn't know you
it's
could
not
do.
just a novelty. You should be developing games for the Super Nintendo. Just because. Oh no, so many people have one.
Yeah.
And not that you can really produce game cartridges easily, but I don't know, people will find a way to play your silly Super Nintendo game, and it's gonna be blasted off to space, just like that Raven. We're gonna take it with us. That is my dream, to have dogofwisdom.gb in every one of those lists of just like ROM hacks, homebrews, and other garbage.
I hope that for you as well. That would be awesome.
And for that to survive 10,000 years. I was just
put it in the
thinking today.
spaceship.
I was just thinking today about how many people are gonna play it just because it's a game.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that as a game developer that there are people who will just play your game because it's a game.
Yeah.
That is part of the reason that I like video games, and like, because I don't know, I kind of felt like, you know, sometimes like there are comics that like just nobody's reading.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there's plenty of games that nobody's playing. Like the one that you're working on and you haven't finished. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to just in general.
You in general, you out there.
You know, that applies to both of us
Yeah.
and you.
Oh my god, it causes me horrible. Oh, this is so beautiful.
We have games to make. Like, yeah, like this is art.
Yeah. But you know, it causes me terrible distress that my game's not finished.
Yeah.
I think about it every day. Like, you know, whenever my mind like falls back to something, it's like, God, I need to finish this fucking game. I need people to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, like that sucks. It's like being pregnant.
Yeah. It's like, shit, I don't have control of
You're
this.
about to drop a clutch of eggs.
Yeah. That's absolutely what I'm about to do. I love it. They're bones. The birds turned into bones.
Terrible Meredith eggs. Don't buy. Too expensive.
Yeah, that's right. The price of Meredith eggs went through the fucking roof right before the election. It was disastrous. We should call it a night. How about after this level?
Sure. Anything? Any last words?
Any last words? I feel like we've covered everything there is to talk
solved
about.
every problem. We've said that even the Virtual Boy has it's like a chance at a new life.
Are there any?
Yes, one last thing. Earthbound, third best game.
Third best game. Oh yeah.
There's
So right. So you were like on the stream last week. You were like, go figure. The angry video game nerd would say Meredith's favorite game is the best game of all time. my game's like number 8 of all time.
Well, I realize it's number 3.
It's number 3?
Because in Earthbound, there's a joke where you go underground and there are these miners that you have to save. They escape these big moles. They said there's 5 moles down there, and they're all scary. Each one's scarier than the last. And then you meet one of the moles, and the mole says, "Ha ha ha, you've found me, the 3rd strongest mole." And like, you fight this guy who says he's the 3rd strongest mole, and then you fight another one who also says he's the 3rd strongest mole. And like, he keeps going like that until you realize all 5 of them think they're the 3rd strongest. And it's like, you fought the 1st strongest, the 5th strongest, the 4th strongest, and the 2nd strongest. But now you will fight the 3rd strongest. and it's like, that's an interesting place to be. And maybe that's even like, some sort of, brilliant commentary. Earthbound could be the 3rd best RPG, and that would be fine.
Yeah, number 3? Anybody would play number 3.
Yeah, it's great. It's like, you have to mention Final Fantasy 3 first, and then, I don't know, take your pick with, I would say Mario RPG is actually the 2nd best.
Yeah.
And then Earthbound is number 3.
Are you just talking RPGs or
for the Super Nintendo?
For the Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
But what about Yoshi's Island?
Oh, well, that's a different kind of game.
Different? Oh, okay. All right.
Well,
that's what I
I
wanted
said
to know.
before that Earthbound became my favorite game, which means that this had to become my 2nd favorite or something.
Right.
But, I can't say what my favorite game is anymore. I don't actually get joy out of playing this game that often. I remember feeling really weird about playing it, and it just didn't feel like anything because I played it too much.
Yeah. Right. You just can't like sit with the pleasure of this game.
So cute. Yeah, like you get a little time between it, and things like those chops, those little sprites in the background.
I know.
You'll
they're
start
so
to
cute.
notice them again.
Yeah, I know. They're beautiful.
And yeah, I never want that feeling. I never want to feel like this game has gotten stale.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really... I mean, I try to space out my playthroughs of Final Fantasy, and now this is the first time I've ever done it with another person, like my son.
Yeah.
playing
Yeah,
it
and he
together.
loves it as much as you.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's genetic.
It's genetic to like Final Fantasy.
I guess. I mean, Chris's son also likes Castlevania, like him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think it's just like, oh, you're saying like there is something that they inherit from you that makes them like Final Fantasy?
Is it nature or nurture? Is it because you've like taught them that this is a good kind of game and they can see the merits because you tell them it? Or is it because they're just like their DNA is so similar to yours that you feel the same way about this particular, flavor?
Yeah, I mean, I think like,
No!
it
This is so
is my
hard.
favorite thing, but I also I wasn't just insisting that my son be into my favorite thing. I was
Right.
like, I know this guy and he likes numbers. And if there's a way to attach numbers to an emotional story,
Oh, man.
he is going to be off to the races.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how it went. He loves the battle system. He thinks about it constantly.
Yeah.
And he loves the characters. He has favorites.
There's like the math you have to do in your head because you can't see what an enemy's max HP is. So you have to think about like how much they've been hit and how much they could possibly have left.
Yes. Oh God, he's just thinking about that all the time. I mean, this morning I was like doing my workout, and it was a really hard workout. And sometimes when it's really hard and Oscar's down there, he, I can make sure that he doesn't distract me and that he keeps me on task. Like we can help each other.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, why don't you count my reps, or why don't you help me calculate how much this weight is? And today I was loading up the bar and I was like, Oscar, how much is this? Like this plate's 25, this plate's 25. And remember, the bar weighs 45 pounds. And he just sat there and did the math. And then, like, he kept doing the math for me as I went up in weight. And he was just pacing around the basement, like, and then you add this, and you add 2.5 on either side, and then you get 170. And I was just like, oh my God, he's enjoying it even more than I expected he would.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's funny that he like needs homework or something to do.
He loves it. I mean, well, cause like they're so busy, you know. They're busy learning, and if you just turn them in a direction and be like, here, learn for a little bit, and you know them and you know what they respond to, you can just like, you know, set them up with a little independent study, and they'll fixate on it for a long time. Very fun. So yeah, I think I knew that, like, I know you, man. You're really into, right now you're really into adventure stories. Like, you're just old enough. You're really starting, like, adventure stories are starting to open up to you. And this is like an unforgettable adventure. And also it has a battle system that is like as mathematical as it gets.
Yeah. Yeah, like I didn't even think about that. That like appeals to what he already likes.
Mm-hmm.
That he's already thinking about these things.
Yeah.
And yeah, like that's how some people would make games. And you know, I guess it's a little like, you know, probably now it's like good timing, because before it might have been a little too complicated.
Yeah.
It's a little complicated compared to like this or Yoshi's Cookie, a game that I can remember playing without knowing how to read.
Yeah. Yeah, right. You can just be a real little guy playing a game like that.
I must have been 2. I remember.
Oh man, you're good at throwing the eggs while in midair.
Yeah, those guys suck if they get you.
Yeah. We need to wrap it up, but God, what was I gonna say? I had some final thought about Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's the best game, or you know, at least the best game if your entire scope is like the same as the AVGN, where he, you know, mostly plays old games.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's just the game that hit me at the right
Did they get better
moment.
since Final Fantasy 3?
Did they get better? Did RPGs? No, I think JRPGs peaked.
No, and you know, like I love Mother 3, but it's kind of like a love letter to games like FF3. It's very similar. There's like an evil empire and everything.
And people have been trying to write a love letter to Final Fantasy 3 ever since it was made.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think everybody has their own games to make, and like nobody should be able to tell you anything about those games. Like, they could be exactly like an existing game or completely different. Like, I feel like nobody should be able to tell you anything, really.
No, you've got your own games to make.
I realize now how much they are from the self. And like that's what you've done. You've made games that are completely from the self, that no one else was making without you, that you had to make.
Yeah. Yeah, no one was making them. You're looking around like no one's making the thing I have in mind.
Yeah, and
then,
they can't. No one can make it exactly the way you make it.
No, and I think that's something that frustrates people who are just like gamers who don't have a game to make.
Yeah.
Is they're like, why won't anyone make the thing that's in my mind?
Right. Nintendo, why can't you just make a Donkey Kong platformer in 3D? Like, they finally listened to that asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad he didn't have to actually make a game. I'm sure he's unhappy about this too.
I think everyone should be ripping off Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong is a ripoff already.
Right, right. Video games are ripoffs all the way down.
Well, Rare was able to turn Donkey Kong into something completely different that no one else would have ever thought of.
Yeah, yeah. And then this is just kind of like the next evolution of that.
Yeah, it's just kind of like remember in various ways.
It's like we've got a movie with this character now, so here's another game about
Oh,
him.
and they're making a movie about him. So it's entirely corporate and for money. It's like Kingdom Hearts, but with their own characters.
Yeah. Remember? All right, we should call it a night. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay cool.
Yep.
I know I'm going to do my best to do
Stay
so.
cool in the pool.
Stay cool in the pool. That's, yeah, I intend to continue doing so.
We'll be
the
back
rest of
next
the-
week with the weather.
Bye.